I've got two mics. There we go. Right, let's start again. Good evening. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome, Mr. Zeniac. Welcome, Jack. Welcome, Aces Transport. Welcome to the Tuesday night stream. And hopefully you can hear me now. I have two mic inputs, mic aux and audio capture. Audio capture goes through a thing called Soundboard Voice Meter. As you can see on my screen, I can have it started. You should hear me now. It might just take a second to catch up on the stream. The stream is always a couple of seconds behind. Let me just check. Just give me 2 minutes. It's always behind the stream. If it doesn't work, I'll have to restart the stream. I'm trying to get on the stream myself to see if I can get it working. 1 second. Everything's really slow today. I can hear you now. Yeah, it takes a second to come back. So what I was saying is, welcome back to the stream. It's an early stream. Hi Ben. Hi Jack. It's delayed by about 13 seconds, about 15 seconds. I forgot to post that the stream is now going to be 7 o'clock every Tuesday. And in the summer holidays or the holidays, we'll bring it later. I thought to myself, like, a lot of you had to go early last time. We're not doing OMSI tonight. I've not played around with it enough since we last played with it. We've got a new game actually, one that really I right up my street. So we're gonna play that. It's called TCG Card Shop Simulator. I'm gonna play that a little bit tonight. So back from the holiday, a lot of things going on behind the scenes. Just trying to get myself back into shape, back into order of working, streaming, production. I had loads of stuff lined up before I went away, and it all felt rushed. So that's why you got the bonus video of going to the city in thingy. I just didn't like how it all felt, so I was like, yeah. Baku was a fantastic race. I watched the highlights, and controversial. I don't think Carlos Sainz was at fault per se. I think give it a bit of the sunlight. He was trying to get away from the wall, get ready for the next line. I think it was a 50-50 racing incident. It was just, I don't understand why Perez, who had a faster car, would have left it there. You know, you've got 2 more DRS points, and DRS down the main straight is impeccable. So yeah, a really good result for Lando Norris. I've been a McLaren fan since Jenson Button joined, so I was never a McLaren fan until Jenson Button joined. I was always a Jenson Button fan. Did you see any of the Land's End's B9s? We didn't make it down to Land's End. Darling, I have spoke to you tonight. You were not sitting on me. We didn't make it down to Land's End. We just didn't have any time. A lot to do down in St. Ives and stuff like that. So, but we do plan to go back next year and do 2, maybe 3 weeks, which will involve more for my content side as well. So we'll be doing a bit of a holiday, a bit of content. But yeah, it was really fun actually. I had a really good time. The weather, not reason I super chat is because I respect you, Ben. Thank you for the super chat. You don't have to do it, my friend. The best bit of respect is just being here in the channel. But thank you, I do appreciate it. It does go a long way. We do use all the money that we do ever get to put back into it. So, so like that's the idea. We're building toward new things, new horizons. So yeah, the bonus video you got on Sunday, feed pause scroll due to. Oh, there we go. Due to inactivity. Okay, sorry, this OMSI, whatever you are, OBS. Max not won since Spain. Max has not won since he touched that Leeds shirt. I'm not saying it's because he touched the Leeds shirt that he's not won, but it's a hell of a coincidence. So yeah, I'm looking at my headphones on everything. I'm so unorganized. I don't have any audio coming through anyway. I'm trying to think about how to improve the streams as well. Streaming on Twitch. I am a Twitch partner. I'm affiliated with Twitch. But it doesn't work the same way for me now that I'm YouTube partner, so I have to be really careful with that. Super Chats could work up to an OMSI DLC. Yeah, man, I could put some. We got some money to put towards OMSI DLC. The only reason why I'm not going to play OMSI tonight is because I'm still not comfortable with it. I need to figure out how to get the Ticketer DLC that we have working. It may require another session with Jack later on in the week. I'm sure Jack's more than happy to help me out. And I've not played it since before going on holiday. So it stresses me out when I can't do something. If you do go down to Cornwall, mate, sure the hotel has internet. So basically we went to a campsite. We was basically living on a campsite. But when is the next City Bus Manager vid? City Bus Manager? We've not made one for a while. I can make one. I've not done one for a while. We can make a City Bus Manager video soon. Again, a lot of it is time consuming with the videos. Making the day in the life videos are really easy because I'm already doing the job. I'm already working. The City Bus Manager videos usually require me to sit down for an hour, 2 hours, start planning out what I want to do. But I'm hearing you all because you all seem to really like the video game side of things alongside the what you call it, the real me IRL content. So I will start resetting things. If you need any help setting up OMSI, I've played a stupid amount of it. Yeah, I'll probably reach out to yourself, Ben, as well, and Jack. I just need to sit down. Like, if I play something and I get frustrated with it, it doesn't come across professional. I need time to figure out how to play it. But today, so I've already played this a little bit. You know me. I like Pokemon. I like collecting things. It might not be everyone's cup of tea. It's usually what we do on this is we do about 40 minutes on this. Excuse me, on a video game. And then yeah, we'll usually do some like Flickr and stuff. I do hope to get a proper round the Preston Buses MCC. Yeah, I'm hoping to get down and see some Rosie. Me and Rosie were gonna go and do some Charlie work the other day. But then I was waiting for some guys to turn up to my house to do some work, and they just didn't make it in time. So I missed out on going with Rosie down to what you call it, down to the Preston. Right, CTX cards. Most of you don't know this, but I used to own a card shop called CTX Cards. I used to sell Pokemon cards. I played too much OMSI, but I played very little simulating playing OMSI IRL edition. I do hope to get proper. So yeah, the more we're going to do is like, we are going to like eventually sort of like figure out more stuff to do. Did I buy them? Oh yeah. Let's buy 5. So this game is basically Rosie's here. Rosie's here. Hello, Rosie. We're gonna do some more content. No, there's the race still to do. I've like 4 bus station reviews that I've done, and we're just like not entirely happy with the way they came out. So yeah, this is a bit like Supermarket Simulator, except it's less stressful because it's just Pokemon cards, or a version of Pokemon cards that but yeah, I want these 2 boxes because we're going to open these boxes in the near future. I am a massive Pokemon fan. I can't help it. I always have been. Okay, very dodgy. $9. I love how I set this game to English, and it's not. Hello. 613 was on the 464, as I looked on bus times. I had a feeling Streetlight was on. Yeah, it was on. It nearly killed a little innocent baby as well. The driver didn't correctly line up at the station, which is not always a good start to the day. He badly misjudged it, and the parent tried to take the child out of off the bus, and yeah, it just ended up nearly in disaster. So this game you can open. One of my mates is a bus driver and has over 250 hours on OMSI. It's mental. See, like, don't get me wrong, like, I don't mind being. I mean, I don't mind driving OMSI outside of work. And I've always had an interest in wanting to try and learn OMSI. But at the moment, when you come home after a 9-hour shift, I don't know if Rosie can contest this, but you don't want to, like, sit behind a wheel for us. Maybe it's just me. You don't kind of just want to sit behind the wheel and be like, oh, OMSI. The same when I used to drive for BT. I could do some truck simulator for a little bit, but I couldn't do a lot. This guy's gonna get really annoying in a second, but I'm opening my cards, man. Oh my god, you got more of a bad habit than I have. I bought like 6 packs of Pokemon cards today. It did not come to that. In fact, no. Transdev bought me 6 packs of Pokemon cards today because I won an award at Transdev for what am I doing? I won an award for a driver, for being a good driver. Did I just shortchange him £18? Oh well. My bad. I don't play competitive Pokemon anymore. I was never very good at it. Doors. Can we get? Can we get accessories? No, money. Oh. 8. Oh, it's best pay the card, guys. That way I can't shortchange it. What is it? I hate it when games use different. Cute place. Williams cap 30 quid today. Oh, sweet. Where'd you get it from? I've been looking for more caps. I've been looking for some caps. But they just I haven't seen any, like, I always like to look in TK Maxx. Because they're usually pretty good for stuff like that. But I haven't seen any. £9. What else did I buy? Open it. You see Last Grand Tour? I'm about halfway through the Last Grand Tour episode. Myself and Sarah sat down to watch it the other night. Just got halfway through it. I came home from holiday and I just was not. I was not well. I don't know if I just like got some sort of like I was tired or just picked up a bit of like flu. But like last couple of days I've not been myself. So yeah. We started to watch it and I was like, nah, I can't do this. But what I've watched so far, I'm very impressed by. One of these days. Right. So it just walked right through me. Seems Lawson win out Suzuki's team out to Singapore. Yeah, I think it's going to be that. Vinted. Ooh, that's a good shout. I need to look on Vinted more. Mate, I'm trying to open Pokemon cards. Could you just like... buy some expensive ones? I agree, that's why I play it. If I play on Z, I don't use my wheel setup. Oh, for Pete's sake. You bought one pack? Oh, 17. Yeah, I tend to, like I said, like, I don't know about it. I feel like Lawson's not, it is a good choice, it's not. I'd get rid of Yuki as well, maybe. The lad that's coming for replacing what's his name? Sergeant. He's already proved himself to me, 100, like scoring points in his second race. Not Williams cars, obviously he's improved a lot, but it says a lot about a driver. He could be like a Felipe Massa, but hopefully win a world championship. Ooh. So part of me when I was younger wanted to open a Pokemon card store. I still do actually. I still, like, me and Sarah were talking, we were like, connect Wayne, because we're coming up for remortgaging. And I was like, you know, could I open a retro game store? Because we could pull some money from the mortgage. But I need about 10 grand. You can wait, love. To open a retro video game store. Yeah, but Honda's not going to be there next season. Not this season, not season after. Like, they've no commitment to him. Honda's going to Aston, you know. Is it Yuki's best mind to sit out a season? You know. Ooh, 400. How much they cost? 400. You know, it just seems, it seems daft. I did put it in euro, didn't I? Thank you. I don't know. I think, you know, it's a lot needs to change in the sport realistically. Oh, it changes the coins. Oh, that's better. Did not know it did that. But yeah, we'll see how it goes, doesn't it? You know, end of the day, it's good for us as fans. I've got to admit, it's been one of the best seasons I've watched. And I've barely watched any of the racing this season. Like, I have paid so much money to Sky Sports over the years for being basically a fan of F1. And I think this is the first year where I've just been like, I can't afford £100 a month for Sky Sports because it's ridiculous. It goes up to, you can get a deal sometimes. So I was just like, I'll watch the highlights. I'll go, you know, if I get a weekend off, I'll go to a pub or something. But I must admit, oh God, you smell. So yeah. I've spent more time watching highlights, which is weird for me to say. I didn't think I'd ever do that, but it's just one of those, isn't it? You know, you've got to I've got to go with the money at the end of the day. Yeah, I've heard Franco might go to Sauber. Like James Key is the guy at Williams is pushing hard, isn't he? To go to Sauber. Which I think as much as I love all these guys that are on the grid, some of them have got to go. Some of the older ones, like, I want Fernando to win another world championship, but is he gonna? Are we talking about the black one, Manchester Transit? Like the blacky blue one, or is there a new one since I've been off? I know there's been a new one, but I don't know if it's common round here. Oh, cancel. Put that in that box. He wants £9 change. We're gonna open a few more of these. So yeah, it's a bit. It's one of those. Like, Fernando is a great driver, but is he taking a spot away from one of these youngsters? You know, Perez. He's taking Lawson's seat away from him, or Yuki's seat. You know, we could have lost Gasly. You know, so many people we could have come and gone, and we could have lost because these older drivers. I don't know. It feels weird. I've not known a season of F1 like for the last couple of years where no new blood came in. And I think the teams that have brought new blood in, like, did Mick Schumacher really get his opportunity? What's the most I spent on Pokemon cards? £200 easily. £200. The most I've made off them, probably about £1,000. I've got about 60, maybe 80,000. No, I'd say I've got about 6,000 single cards. They're all in like little boxes stored away upstairs. Because when I streamed during COVID, that's what I was doing. I was playing Pokemon TCG online, and then selling the cards, like the more expensive ones. Built a website and everything. I don't even know if you can actually still see the website. Can you still see the website? Nope, it's CTX. Probably no, I've not worked on it for ages. It's probably down. History, website, history, archive, time machine, way back time machine. It's been a while since I actually did out with it. (2018) 9th of August, it took a snapshot. Didn't actually have anything. I can't remember what the state of build was in 2018. Yeah, we had a build, only a few cards on. We did a lot through, like Tapalele, £54. We did a lot through eBay. We were building the website, in the background. Man, that Sun and Moons box set, if I'd have kept that, whoa. At the minimum next year we have Ollie Berman, Jack Doyle, and Kimi Altonelli. Yeah, it's brilliant. It's it looks really dark blue, like looks black. Yeah, we've seen that one. Yeah, I do like it. I just don't know. We're saying we don't know what it's going to photograph on in the evening. Next year will be exciting. Next year's F1 will be exciting. This year's F1 is exciting. I just think they've not really allowed new youngsters time. Like, don't get me wrong, Sargent was given too many seasons. It was clear that he was nowhere near on the pace of Albon. Albon was like putting it in 10th, 9th. He was putting it 2000s. And some of it you'd be like, oh yeah, well he's got to get used to it. Yeah, okay. You give him 5 races, he should be there. Hi Billy, you okay? And he's not. He just wasn't there. Schumacher wasn't far off the pace. He just kept having big accidents. But Schumacher in his wow, was that a 300-pound car? In his F2 career, it was the same. It took him a season and a bit to get really into F2, and then he just came alive. I just don't think he's been given an opportunity, and I'm surprised he's not got to drive next season, because I think he's definitely like his dad, but not just. He just needs to settle in somewhere and have a team built around him. He just walked into that. Maybe Haas was a toxic place with for him. Alright, so the last 2 packs. But yeah, I don't know. I think next season we'll definitely see a huge improvement of Then you have Oscar, who started the same year as Logan. Yeah, but Oscar was something. He was something special, because Alpine had been putting money into that project for years whilst he was in F2. Like, he tested more F1 cars than I think any driver coming up. And I think Mick's doing WEC. Yeah, I think Mick will do well with WEC. Who else is do WEC? My mate Jack Aiken does WEC, I think. He's not my best mate. Jack Aiken is I don't know. We've been Twitter friends for ages. I think he did a couple of races in F1. He's a nice bloke to speak to. And yeah, I think he'll do well in WEC, but I think he needs a team behind him that's built for him. I'm surprised no one's gone for Bottas. You know, Bottas again, maybe he could be further up the field, or it's time for him to go. So yeah, I don't know if Lando's gonna win it this year. And that's hard to say because like maybe Max. Maybe Max will pull it back. Right, we need to buy furniture. We want to buy don't really have to buy it like that, but we need £115 for that. This is where this is going to come in. Right. Sort album by price. 314. What used to be like in Pokemon, there's so many expensive cards. Yamasku started saying his Logan, mixed in wet, both 24. Reg impressed it now. Yeah, I believe so, yeah. We just, someone mentioned that earlier. Looking forward to actually getting around to riding them. Maybe Rosie will have some free time one day this week and we can go, or next week and we can go out and capture them or something. I don't know if I can actually ever wander down this weekend actually. I've got bloody IKEA delivery coming again. Trying to get this bloody house sorted. All I ever seem to be doing is like fixing this house. 12. So yeah, Bottas. Yeah, but the thing is, Bottas is in a really bad state of a car at the moment. I reckon if you put him in something a bit more, I mean, if he was in something like an Alpine, could he be doing better? But yeah, it's just one of those, isn't it? It's just how long is he going to stay around for? Is he taking up someone's space? You know, is Joe Guan Yu... I mean, Joe, I don't mind Joe. Why would I buy a self-service checkout? It's slow. I don't think you can get them in this, can you? £6. What are we going for there? Decks. So that decks, have we? to place. Right. Stock order. I'm doing this to look at some. God, there's a smelly customer. Yeah, it's one of those. I don't know, can you actually put through a self-service checkout? Stop buying all the neck protectors. Just build them. Stock order. I'm just using some to buy all these expensive cards now. And then we'll be fine. Oh, someone's bought an expensive card. Right. I hate it how you have to buy licenses. Oh, sorry, guys. I was gonna say, yeah. So, how has everyone's week been this week? Has everyone been okay? I haven't really spoken much to you on Twitter or Discord. It's been a bit of a quiet one for me. Market price. £30. So take all of them. All there. Been alright, been on a lot of buses. Yeah, what bus have you been on, Jack? I've been on quite a few buses actually. I was on a really nice EMC 400 Decker. Down in what you call it, St. Ives. I like the fun of it. Really spacious. Really, really spacious. Yeah, really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. Drank a lot of cider. God, the Cornish cider. Oh, how I was alive. I'm not a big cider drinker, but yeah. Do have different card layouts. I believe they are really slow. So I didn't think there was a self-service till. He doesn't seem as fast as a Supermarket Simulator. Yeah, I just don't know what it is. Sometimes I played it a couple of times and it just doesn't feel as fast. Take my headphones off for a second because music's not as good as other ones. Oh man, nose is still blocked. It's just very slow, isn't it? Right. That time of day where everyone seems to usually get really interesting. And I don't know why. I don't know what's been going on. And on YouTube, what the hell's that? Oh yeah. I need to submit. I need to submit something, don't I? Right. Well, it's that time of day where Flickr comes open. Flickr. Ugh. I spelled Keithley wrong. Well, I just want to see if he's getting better at taking pictures. Keith. It is Keithley, isn't it? It seems like a nice kid. Let's have a look at his pictures again. Where do you get their own Rozo buses? Bus Will. Bus Will changed his profile picture. He has, hasn't he? Mm. 2069. Put both in Discord. Oh, in Discord. Maybe open Discord. Discord. I need a new computer. Where, Jeff? You all love your Trent Barton, don't you? Mikulova. Mikulova? Is it Mikulova or Mikulova? Oh. Discord is Mikulova. The Mikulova. Mikulova Hospital Derby. Let's have a look. See. Bus pictures. Oh. Right, hang on. How very weird that they've not temporarily painted them. Because even the Preston bus stickers doesn't. Yeah. I wonder why they went AD as well. Because it's not a Preston bus thing, that is it. I wonder if Rolter had them sat lying around. Mikulova, yeah, I thought it might be. I like the green dot though. I didn't notice. I'll come back to it. I didn't notice that before. The green dot. So I suppose each dot is a route of Trent Barton, is it? And you don't look for a number, you look for the dot. I like that. It's different. Oh, right, we went back, aren't we? We went forward. Zoom. Honestly, I don't understand trans devs. You cannot. When was that taken? Oh, September 17th. Why? I don't understand why. Oh, so it was. Oh, they sold it then, have they? They sold it on. They sold it on. Is it now a Lynx bus? Irish plate, Welsh plate. Yeah. Ramoos, I don't understand why Transdev never kept it going. Yeah, it's different displays, mate. I like it. I did say I would come down to Trent Barton and have a Mikulova. Now I'm gonna have a Mikulova around Trent Barton. I've just looked at that one, haven't I? Sorry, mate. I'll have to have a Mikulova around Trent Barton. It's about an hour or 2 hours away from us. The two. I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it? The threes. The A's. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, I don't think it'll work around here because half our bloody lot can't read displays. They get on 464 and they're like, it'll say Accrington on the front of it, and they'll go Mill, and you'll be like Aussie, and they're like, nah, mate, Lee Mill. Stand forward, please, buddy. Leeds City. Ooh, I like a green and red. Look at first doing a bit something different. Who knew they had it in them? I do think they're a weird looking bus though. I don't know why. I suppose it's aerodynamics, but good film that Beekeeper. Camera don't pick it up very well, but each route has a different colour. Yeah, it makes sense. I think that's probably a better way of looking at it, really, isn't it? You know, like treat it like the tube, essentially. Treat it like the tube. That's how I do it. Treat it like the tube lines. Now, there was somebody saying that Keighley buses were going, but I don't think they are. I can't even spell today. Keighley buses aren't going just yet. What's happening is, I believe there's so in case of Mikolova, the outer circle will be purple, you know, will be green, blue, depending on which way around it goes. Ah, that makes more sense. Hey up, Ant. Hey up, CM Transport and stuff. How are you doing, mate? But yeah, they're not. Keighley's not going. What's happened is Keighley they're going to put in for what's the word, franchising for Yorkshire. So if they win it, hurrah. If they don't, then it might go somewhere else. If they don't win it, I can see someone at Transdev being very upset. That Keighley bus station. Very much, very similar to Preston Town Centre. I've only been Keighley a few times. I did a lot of work in, well, I say I've been a few times. I did a lot of work in Keighley for BT. But it was more on the outskirts of things. That looks like, I can already tell what that is. That's a street deck. Isn't it? Oh, it's Enviro. Oh, I'm so sorry. I jumped and thought it was a street deck. And the only reason for that is a lot of street decks and street lights start SN66 or SN something. I like that livery. It's a nice livery. I went on these. Cornwall buses, the T1 and the T2. These were really good. I proper like these. These were right nice buses. These were really well what you call it, interior. I'll see if I can find it on map. In fact, bear with me a second. Go on, let's look at that one. Well, I'll find that one. That Keighley bus station. First crack off. Oh. I think that's when we were a proper company. I honestly, I'm not bad mouthing the company I work for because I love the company I work for. But I think we were a proper company then. You know, like investment in buses, sort of pride at North, bloody good uniforms, you know, and then I don't know. I feel like we've let ourselves down recently. Right, here we are. You can tell that I've been here a few times. No. Is it the Burrows? It is the Burrows. Right, okay. I'll show you this in a minute. This was brilliant, this. Stagecoach Northeast are celebrating 30 years of operation. I tell you what, I don't know if Transdev, I know obviously Lancashire United were Stagecoach at one point in Blazefield. I just feel like at the moment, there's just nothing. There's the fleet. The fleet seemed to progress very much every couple of years. Like every 5 years, used to like have new gear. and it just doesn't seem that same way anymore. It seems to be, like we get things, when they're. I mean, look at that. That was taken in 2014. That's an X-Reg. X-Reg, that. Look how, just on the front of it, look how nice it looks. It looks clean. 60 plate Opta 10 pause. And then we went to them. So we must have had them, they must have come to replace them. I don't know why they went back to thingy. I think the yellow one, I think the spot on livery was nice. But yeah, so I'll just quickly show you this. This is Land's End, not Land's End, this is St. Ives car park. There's buses usually here. See if we can find one. Here we are. Usually buses. I think it was about £1.70. Maybe £2. I can't remember. I'll go back to the most recent one. Now, I don't remember how, but I remember where. Just being a bus driver. It comes up this road. I'm sure it does. It goes up here. It comes down here. Coming back, it comes up here. And it is bloody tight. Absolutely smashingly tight up here. And he's in a, we didn't do it on a dot. We did it on a ADL 200 at EMCC. Yeah, it were and we were millimeters from cars. But then you're looking out onto that, and you're like, it was bloody brilliant. I hit a 60 plate tempos an hour. It was, and Jack, don't get me wrong, I don't think there's anything wrong with the 60 plate tempos. I just don't understand what Blackburn, what they're playing at, why we used to have all these modern buses, and a few old ones, don't get me wrong, but they all seem well looked after. I drove 290 the other day. 280. I was telling Rosie about this. Seems like the Lancashire operations are getting hand-me-downs from the Yorkshires these days. I don't know what's going on. I know that parts are an issue. They're having so many issues getting parts. But we just don't seem to do anything like we used to. I was talking to people and they were like, oh yeah, we used to do Flowershaw from Blackburn. We used to do this from Accrington. And now it's like, I was saying to someone, right, I don't know if you're from Lancashire, the doctor. I think you must be because you're nearby. But you know the Highburn Business Park, the one up by Curry's PC World? I said, why don't we have a bus going up there? Go up there, round there, and then round the business park, and then back down via Little Harwood. Something like an Opta. Oh no, we don't think it'd be financially viable. Why wouldn't it be financially viable? Have you seen how many people go up there in a car? How many old people want to get up there? And I know the 7 goes it, but it's still a walk, and in the bad weather, no one wants to. I remember when I used to work down on that sense, around that area. I used to have to get this. This used to really frustrate me. The train went past my office. So to get a train from Accrington and then walk 4 miles back. My options were get off at Rishton, walk from Rishton, or get off at Blackburn and walk back towards Rishton. I think we were, but I don't think we are now because I think the fleet we've got now. Is not worth keeping. The Enviros, they're alright. But even the B7s, like I've seen the day. I don't know why they didn't keep them. So there's 66, right? So there's 66. Let's have a look. What are we under now? Just under Lancashire United or Blackburn Bus Company? The Blackburn Bus Company. So that means we had them for 6 years. Yeah, the nearest I could think of was literally in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. So I said to the commercial manager, why don't we send a bus, even if it just goes out through Little Harwood, which people do get on, and we used to have a route that went up there, Little Harwood, up towards BB Chem, swing round BB Chem, don't have to go in the old BB Chem all the time, back down the dual carriageway, into Curry's PC World, around, there is a bus stop at B&M, through, and then back out, straight across by the police station, over to where old Phillips Mollards was, right, and then it could either go back downtown Fastway, or it could go round the little roundabout and back into Little Harwood, and turn round by the clock tower, or vice versa. But yeah, the commercial manager is the guy that deals with it all. He's up in York. There's no pulse. So they were 60 plate. So they would have been 10 plate, wouldn't they? 60 would have been 10. So then a year later, 6 years later, they buy the new Versas for the 6 and 7s. So they did 6 years with them Opteurs. So by that definition now, well, we know the Opteurs, these ones, I was talking to the engineering guy the other day. These were all due for 236s down as Russell garages. No, it's at Blackburn. So all these were due to go back on lease. But they renewed them for another 8 years. They've leased them for another 8 years. So then you've basically got the number ones, which you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 number ones. Two of them are delivered. I'm sure two of them. I'm sure it's 5112 and 513. Don't even look at the street lights. What's the point? And then obviously you haven't got, but there's just 58, 57, or 3, or 2. You know, it's 63. 3 years older than that. I just don't see where the investment's coming from. It's, it's. And this is the slight worry. This is because obviously the 464s are struggling. Like, you only have to look at what we put on it on a day to day. I mean, they were nice looking buses, weren't they? I don't remember being on them this time of year. I can't remember. I remember them, but I don't remember them using them as much. Back because I think I was at I'd have been at uni at this point, around university time. 2014, yeah, I'd have been at uni, so I'd have been travelling by train more because buses were unreliable. Might as well bought them in if they're keeping them for another years. But the thing is that what we were talking about, the lad that maintained the saying to him, they're not a bus. They're just a kit bus. Even DM Transport. Then look at Stagecoach, Preston. Even Preston have newer fleet. Yeah, Preston are investing money, but Preston's problem is the fleet maintenance is the issue. I won't say we have fleet maintenance issue. I think our biggest issue at the moment is we can't get parts for things. Some of the 464s, the same fault keeps appearing. I know Blackpool Transport had this on demo because I caught it on demo. I caught it on demo when I was up doing the video for the what you call it one, the Blackpool thing that everyone disliked, and got me in a lot of trouble with people on the internet. And lots of train people didn't like me that day. I think they're alright vehicles. I mean, they've definitely got the fuel thing. So like Opta again. So these must be ex Blackburn ones, then I'm assuming. Mercedes badge on it? Yeah. But the fuel thing, Opta, when they did the ones that we've got, the Versas, the fuel's there. The turning circle is so terrible. I wonder if that was once ours then, and then turned in. Oh no, very similar livery, isn't it? Oh, then again, all liveries look very similar, don't they? All liveries look very similar these days. Ooh, Dennis Bedford. We're going to look at some of your photos. South Notts Enviros. Oh, my friend, thank you for taking pictures of it inside buses. I've never driven Enviro 400. M121 bus. Is that the demo bus at Keighley? Has anyone been on it? Have people ridden it? We've not. It's not. It was meant to come down to us. We were meant to get it for 2 weeks, and it's never turned up because I don't think this is. I think this is meant to go back. I think this is only meant to be on demo, isn't it? Sorry. I'm sure it's meant to be, Valley Line. Well, yeah, the Valley Line copied, which is livery South West Yorkshire. But yeah, I've got funny feelings. This was meant to cut. It came down, then it was meant to go back, and it was meant to come to us after we had the Yutong, but we never got it. Yeah, it's current. Yeah. Supertram 120, please. Ooh. Ooh, this is clams. I'm not well liked in the tram community. I upset them. Apparently, I didn't know what I was talking about. This is Sheffield, isn't it? It looks like Sheffield. I'm not sure if it is, but it looks Sheffield-like. Is it? Am I right? Is it Sheffield? In album selection. I'm sure it's Sheffield, isn't it? I'm not 100% certain though. It's been a while since I've been to Sheffield. Oh, has that had an update? A very modernised update if it has. New front on it. It is Sheffield. Sheffield High Street. Not been for ages. I know a girl lives in Sheffield. Me and her fell out. I have to come to Sheffield to have a look at trams then. I didn't know. I didn't realise. This is the amount of times I've been to Sheffield and not realised the bloody trams. The guy at the pics of the demos the Preston bus have this guy has got pics of the demos that Preston Bud had as well. Who was that? Sorry mate, I've gone like down the rabbit hole again, haven't I? Right, hang on. We're going back. We're taking it back. We're taking it back. It's a Sheffield station there. Yeah, should have been able to see that, Anthony. I liked it in its pride. Oh my god, how many times do you have to go back to get to where you want to be? Right. I've lost. Right, for fuck's sake. We're talking about Dennis's photos. That's why it's called South Yorkshire Supertram. It's Sheffield. Hey man, I wasn't sure. Right. So are we talking Ryan? Right. So Ryan's asked for that one. Sorry, Ryan. I wasn't ignoring you, mate. Someone tell me for a second if we're talking about that guy who's called Dennis Bedford. Tires. It's lovely. Massive bus though. I'd love to know how many it seats. That's got to be at least 100, that. Yeah, it's got to be 100, that. Is that working at Runshaw, that? Lovely bus. Right. So John Gallus pictures of Preston does. Harrogate LF90. Sorry, Manchester Transit. I was not ignoring you. Just having a moment. I want to rant. That's the new one, isn't it? Repainted. Yeah. I mean, it looks alright. I just don't know how it's going to look at night. Put it on 152 and it might give up mid-route. That Burton bus photographer. Evening, sir. How are we? That's why it's called South Yorkshire. I have something that might be interesting to you. My bus times. This is where you create your own bus company and the of bus times. Oh, okay. What's the purpose of that, mate? What does it do? What do we do that for? That's beautiful. Mike Rhodes, this guy. Mike Rhodes. Sorry, Ryan, mate. I'm like 9. Put the link in chat. Okay. Oh. Sweetheart, would you just grab me another itch? Oh, that'll be fine. I'll take that. So I'll have a fucking stressful week. Stressful week. Oh, Mike Rhodes. Right, Mike Rhodes. Yeah. We had pictures last week, didn't we, Mike? Right. Galleries. Albums. What do we call it now? Oh, he's got his own book. Jammy bastard. I am looking. I'm just that interior sucks. Right. I'm just. Yeah. I don't know. Was there interior on that? We just like the vision interiors a bit. There's our bag of crap in the background. 6,000 photos. My man really takes some photos. A hybrid Versa? Right. We'll keep flicking through Mike's photos. What is that? Is that a Joker bus? What a weird livery. Nah, Ipswich, mate. That's better. That is terrible. Last time I went to Blackpool, I saw a whole fleet of G2s in the tyres and 6 of them. Have you a link for that Burton bus photographer? That Burton bus photographer? I don't know, man. I just fucking flew Flickr. I can put them in I can put them in Discord. Robin, shut up. I'm going to accidentally ban someone at this rate. No offense, I'll just keep clicking wrong. Copy. That is a horrible livery. 1 second, cat's been locked in. Opto Tempo SR. So I did say this week that my Flickr sucks. My Flickr doesn't suck. I've been on it. Oh, Carly. Carly's finally home. Fucking hell, what time are you? What time do you call this? I can't remember what I was saying now. Mike goes to Preston Depot most weeks and gets repaints and vehicle updates. That's cool. Ah. Hello, Tempo SR. I was saying the other day in Discord, someone were asking me if I was going to like rescue a bus or look after it, like buy a bus. This is what I would buy. I would I'd buy an Optare. Is this person upset that you're taking a picture of them? Bus drivers, get used to it, mate. It's part of the day. Yeah, I would buy an Optare Slim or whatever was available at the time. And the reason why is I've never driven one. But a lot of these would have been built around Blackburn, or parts of some of the original Optare Solos would have been built near Blackburn, because Optare was literally down the road in Blackburn before it moved to York. So yeah, some of them probably would have been built. Which always makes it wondering because how they registered FJ, but I don't know if it's just the way the chassis is registered or the way they get registered. Because you'd expect them to be all registered nearer. But yeah, I remember i4s getting 10-point SRs and the Rainbow 4s for that. I just think Ipswich have terrible livery. Oh, Dennis Dart. Dart. Is it Dennis? Dennis. What's it? Or was that a man? Looks like a Dennis. But it's the MEN badge on front that puts me off, saying it is. Pretty though. Again, I'd love a Dart, but getting older one these days and keeping one is difficult. Bus and train boy. If you could, right? If you could, oops, wrong guy. Oh, yeah, that's right, Mr. Train Guy. Don't worry about it, man. Oh shit, wrong button. If you could rescue any bus or keep any bus, that's better. What would it be? What would you want to rescue? Ipswich Red's much nicer, and it's in a Pride livery, and it's a subtle Pride livery, which means it's not over the top. There's over the top, and then there's in your face Pride, and I like that. That's subtle. Could do a bit more. I'd maybe have the back in the Pride section. You know, it's fine. I just think they're a weird looking bus at the front. This bit with the driver's cab. And I never I don't know if it's just me, but windscreen wipers that come down as they get older, they don't seem to work as well as they used to. Ryan is going for Ryan. You guys really like looking at buses, don't you? Is that McGill's? Nat. X38 to Nelson. I don't know who that is. Well, it's Preston Bus Station, Kinetic, man. East Lancashire. Not a Preston Bus Station? Demonstrator bus. Oh. Man Kinetic. What it is, a Man Kinetic. It's a weird shaped front bus. It's also almost like a milk cart. B12. What about B10? The problem is the B10s will be gone. By the time I can get the money up together, they'll be gone. They're all knackered anyway. The chassis. So the reason the B10s are going is because of the chassis, and the gearboxes are going, and they've just the parts to get them now are just so expensive, and they're just not viable as for a company. I like that. Really like that. I think this is taking a lot of inspiration from the B10. You've got a lot of B10 looking elements to the B7, the B8. Sorry, can't get used to being a B8. It should be a B6, but then they use the B6. Yeah, they've took a lot of B10 elements from it, apart from the back seats not being thingied. But yeah, I really do like that. But the B10s will be the knackered. There's no whoever gets them to what you call it, some is gonna struggle because they're knackered. It's nice. Again, really weird shaped front though. It's like it's trying to be aerodynamic and then goes, fuck it. It's cheaper to be square at the front. Oh god, I didn't know Midlands were. And again, like, there's there's the whole point of making the bus aerodynamic. At this point, you're making it, yeah, cut through the air, cut through the air, boom, right, oh, screen. It it's pointless. There's no point for the shape of the bus. Uh, Again, that's just me, the aerodynamicist, like the guy that's watched F1 for years and loves engineering. But the biggest fault with these buses is this: the fuel tank. The fuel tank restricting the right and left turn. These will not go around the turning circle. Do I link to that website you mentioned? Yes, is 610 and 611 still? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it's been cleaned up, but they're not ready to go on road yet. I don't know why. They are having a few issues with them. It is there. It is there. It's just not. They've not run it yet. 390 any day. The Scania. You'd save the Scania. Fair enough. I like it. Like I said. Have you ever driven a bendy bus? Nope, I've never driven a bendy bus. I would love to. The Optaversa. A Preston Triumph Lion. Ooh. Some good buses here that people want to reserve. Keep. Well, it's not doing that. Right. Yeah, these are nice buses. Sure. What's its face? They've got one. Pilkingtons. Use one for a school hire. Nice buses. Better livery. Red livery is better. Preston. Yeah, Dennis Trident. I'm sure we had some of them at Blackburn as well. I just remember them being good buses. I bet there's things. I bet they just run like no tomorrow. That Trans bus Varo 300. Again, never really driven many of the Varos. Have you ever driven a bendy bus? No, I'm not. I don't on Flickr, Discord. Alright, do you know where I can send it? You can join the Discord if you want, and we on the Discord we have a bus page where you can upload pictures of your favourite buses. There's no restriction. We also have a train page. That's alright, yeah. I like that. Wrexham Express. Claxon Daff. I'm going to say I've been on that. I'm going to say it's a Fishwick. I knew it was an ex-Fishwick bus. I used to get these to school every day. Bloody good company, Fishwicks. Surprised no one bought them. Uh, 309, that's my bus. That's your bus to save, yeah. What do you think of the Enviro 400s not including the LTZ? I like them. I mean, I went on the Tinners down in Cornwall, and the configuration they had was fantastic. I really enjoyed them. I mean, I don't think. Excuse me. I don't think we've got the configuration right. The Sky Class way. I think we've got too much emphasis on luxury and not on practicality. but the ones that I went on down in thingy were luxury and practicality. So yeah, I really do like the Enviro 400s. The big problem with the Enviro 400s and the Enviro 200s is the braking system. The braking, the regeneration. It's not. I don't know if they're micro hybrid because they're weird the way they sound. But the brakes on the Enviros are really difficult to get used to. They're really soft, and your pedal goes all the way to the floor. Where an Optor or a Volvo, you press the pedal and you're automatically it automatically starts slow. But yeah, you Spectre, Opto Spectre. Ooh. Yeah, the Enviros take a lot to get used to. I like that. That's nice. That, but yeah, something you do get used to eventually. I'm still like I get on Enviros and I do still struggle with them. Is it a Scania? Or is it a Tempo? But yeah, they're getting weird front on it. It's a Scania, isn't it? Was it a Scania? Yeah, I like it. It's a weird front. A weird shaped front. Innovations on buses. Hi Bradley. How you doing, mate? I haven't seen you for I haven't seen anyone for a while. I've been off for a week, haven't I? Another Fishwicks, which became a Pilkies. Was it a Fishwicks? Pilkies don't like Rosso drivers. So, an incident happened. I'm not actually allowed to talk about this. I think I've spoken to some people. At Accrington bus station, we're only allowed to park on bay 9 and 2 as Rosso drivers. What a lot of time happens is, and anyone that uses the 464 or watches the 464 on bustimes.org will know that they easily fall behind and they get into difficulties where we get behind. So you'll sometimes get it where 3 will come in at once. The late one, the sort of on time one, and then the really early one. Well, at Christmas, or sometime last year, in this time, like mid-winter time, the late one pulled on stand. The on-time one went to 2, and another lad went to, I want to say it went to 7, which is a Pilkey stand. Now, the Dart was on 6, but in an angle. Now, the driver of our vehicle got out of the cab to log a fault with the vehicle. As he's doing that, the Pilkey bus has backed off stand and gone straight into the back of our bus. He's then pulled back in straight, banged on the door, and said, "Here, mate, you've just hit my bus." To which the driver's gone, "How the hell have I hit your bus when I'm stationary?" So their Dennis Dart got smashed. They smashed the back near offside of it and blamed us lot. So now none of the Pilkey drivers will wave at us because their driver hit our bus. So there's a little story for you. You're wondering why Pilkey staff don't like Rosso staff. And they will wave at you if you're a Rosso staff driving a 6 and 7. Coasting Country. I like the livery. Yeah, I like them. Yeah, that's good. They're fit. Like I said, they are fit for some of the purposes that they do use them for. I just think since they upgraded ours to the Euro 6 version, they screwed them over. I think that's a lot of the problem. The slow taking off, you get used to. But the slow up the hill thing, it's just a joke. Oh, Preston's 100. 100 years celebrating the anniversary of Preston. Ah, good old looking Volvo. I miss 100. Shows how much the company cares about stuff like that now, because you can actually answer this one for me, because you are usually around Burnley. Bradley, am I seeing things? But has a Burnley bus got an advertisement on the back of it? Like a proper advertisement for some estate agent. Is that new or is that old? Oh, I like that. Merry Christmas. We need to do something like that. We always do the boards. Oh, Pilkey's, mate, they hate us. They protested a few months ago. They parked all the buses on the exit because bloody Rosal drivers keep parking in the bays. But I've told all the drivers, you go to 9, you go to 2, you drop off at 2, drive round, park up. The next driver that's waiting can pull on back at 2 and then do that and do the same. Pilkinson's will not like how chaotic Preston bus station is. Ryan, tell me about it. Preston bus station fails so many times with the driver call, the dry call rules, drive on, drive off rules. I've driven off and a bus has nearly smacked me. And I'm like, what are you doing? Wait for me to get off. You can see I'm coming. So that is new then. I came into the bus station yesterday morning and I was like, that's new. Where the hell have you been? Do you remember this? I don't remember this. No, I don't. I don't remember many of the old Rosal buses. I'd never used Rosal before driving from. It's a shame, really. Looks like a nice bus. Yeah, new. I've seen that it's on a mainline bus. It's on a mainline and it's on not a solo. It's on an Enviro as well. Pilkins have nothing better to drive. Oh no, I'm not against them, but another estate agent. Yeah. I've nothing better to do. They do not work. Well, they will be because they've just put in a massive complaint, haven't they? They got funding. They've been given funding by Lancashire County Council to save all the routes. But it now means they have to operate Saturdays. But I cannot see around 450 trips per day are taken on these local routes. That's bullshit. There's no way Pilkey is doing 450 trips. There's no way. There's no way on this earth Pilkington's bus company. Almost looks like a penis. There's no way Pilkey's do 4. I mean, they've got a lot of them. I didn't even know they did all these. They're going to lose. I'll be honest, right? They're going to lose a lot of the work. Tim Bobbin to St. Augustine's Church, like 25. They're going to lose. They'll lose the 25. They run 4 trips a day. 1 trip. I use a local bus spotters pick back a 245, and they don't they already do Saturdays? No, some of the routes they don't do Saturdays for. I don't think they do Saturday. And most of the work in Accrington, they don't do Saturdays for. So none of these do Saturdays. I think the Clitheroe ones they do Saturdays for, but nothing that comes into Accrington. I mean, on a Sunday it only does 2 trips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's 12 trips. How the fucking... Where are they coming up with that fucking number of 1,500 trips annually? 450 trips taken per day. 150 trips taken per day. The main routes around Accrington, Clayton Moors, Oswald still served by regular local services. Yeah, so the idea was that we're getting more funding to run these on a Saturday. They've been trying to give Vision all their routes, and Vision couldn't take them because Vision's run out of space at its yard. Now, a little birdie has told me Vision has got a new yard, a bigger yard. Ooh, I like that. I like the Welsh buses. Yeah, it's very good livery. This is Enviro, isn't it? It's one of the new Volvos, yeah, B8s. Someone told me that they've picked up a new yard down at Junction 7 Business Park, and they are hunting for work. Hunting. He's actually called your local bus spotter. I thought you was taking the piss. I thought you were taking the piss, mate. They don't do Saturdays. No, so yeah, Vision will just come and take all the work off them. I wish I got to drive buses like this. Proper old Hoovers of buses. Does that mean we'll go to Vision? Who knows? Oh, nice buses. I like it. I like the colour. I think Trent Barton's probably one of the most successful looking businesses around here, by the looks of it. Have you heard that the Vision have? Yeah, they've got the Rockstore locals. And again, there was no need for Transdev to drop them. Transdev have dropped so many routes, and it's like, how can you be? So this is the thing, right? The academy now has to close. Someone told me that the Vision are infested with fleas, and it's a lot of crap. A lot of people are trying to badmouth Vision. I'll be honest, in the beginning, right? Vision ran a successful company in Wigan for 20 odd years, and they would have stayed in Wigan if Wigan and Bolton, if they hadn't been forced out by. And this is not me being like sympathetic towards them and saying like the golden boy, because I've got these conversations with current Vision employees, and I've got mates who work at Transdev now are ex-Vision employees, and it's a tale of two stories. So Vision obviously lost all the funding, lost all the routes for the B network. I wouldn't take the piss about that. No, I knew you wouldn't, mate, but I just genuinely didn't think someone would call themselves your local bus spotter. I'm going to have to find out who that is now. Probably Simon, isn't it? Oh, hang on. Polish mathematician. Fucking terrible. So basically, yeah, they lost all the routes, but they kept all the schoolwork. So then, obviously, they took all the Valley Line work, and to get drivers, what they did was they stood outside a Blackburn bus station, they stood outside a Burnley bus station going, do you want to earn more money? To the drivers. They literally walked up to drivers with a fire going, you can earn £16.50. Now, at the time, Blackburn Bus Company, I think, was on about 13 quid. And Rosal drivers were on about £11.50, £12. Now, if you're a Rosal driver who had come through the academy, driving little bread vans on the Valley Lines, and then were told you can earn £16, you were going to jump at the opportunity. There were stupid people that didn't jump at it. You jump at the opportunity. It's pointless not to. But they weren't. They were in such a rush to set up. They missed familiar things. I'm off to Bathwick on Roebuck. See you soon. Might be back. No worries, dear mate. Have a lovely evening. It's always lovely to see you, buddy. Hopefully catch up with you soon and see you around about on the streets, take some lovely photos. If not, I'm coming to Trent Barton in the new year probably to have a look round there. Maybe hit you up and see what we're getting on. So see you later, Daniel, mate. It's always a pleasure to have you here and keep making good content. I do watch it. I watch a lot of your content. If you subscribe and I subscribe back. So yeah, Vision basically rushed to set up. They weren't set up properly. So a lot of drivers that are used to Transdev way, paying tax, etc., they just weren't ready. So it became a problem. So people left. Then they started picking up other routes, and then they got new people in, and new people caused problems and friction and stuff like that. And you get a lot of Transdev current employees bad mouthing them. But here's it is, right? If it's shit, it's shit. You know it's shit. If you know you went to a company and it's shit and it's on the wall, we're a bit janky because we're starting up and we're trying to do this, take over this. Then okay, you know that. But if it's someone like Transdev, where it's meant to be this big professional French company that's been operating for nearly over 100 years in the area, and it's having a bad spell like it is at the moment, that's a lot worse than a new company struggling to get off the ground. And a lot of people, there's loads of rumours. I was speaking to a couple of drivers, and they're using Enviro 200s, but the short versions around these new Haslingden routes. And I just happened to say to one of them, are you going to be all right getting around certain things? I'm off for the night. Have a good night, rest of the week. Cheers, CM. Hopefully have a wonderful evening. And again, keep up the good work. I miss Ribble County. Shame it failed. It only failed because Transdev priced itself out of the market. The only reason why these bus routes... Vision has to be making money somewhere from these routes. They're not just going to take on routes that aren't profitable. Is the EMC 200 9-meter more enviro-friendly, less diesel hungry than a Mercedes van Sprinter? Probably is. Is a Mellor. But this is the thing, though. This is the questions you have to ask yourself as somebody that works. And I'm not bad mouthing Transdev, I'm not bad Vision. I'm comparing to an established company and a new company merging into the area who's gone, right, we've got Enviros, and it was like, oh, well, are they going to fit around these tight routes? Are you going to be able to get on these housing estates? Probably yes, they will get round, and they probably might struggle. But have they chosen the Enviros for a reason over the Mellors? Are the Mellors more cost? Are the Mellors costing Transdev more? And I'll be brutally honest, I used to drive a Sprinter van, and the amount of times I was filling it up, I filled it up once a day. You can fill a Sprinter van up once a day. I mean, Tesco.com, I think we filled them up once a day. You could use half a tank. And a Tesco Sprinter van. So what are you using on thing? Yeah, I mean the Opteurs. They say they went from Greater Manchester stuff to Lancashire, and they did pretty well as a Lancashire and a Manchester, quite different in terms of how they would have been run. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like the Opteurs that we use, the 464s, we fill them from empty to full. Most days apart from Sundays, most days those buses are on 2 bars of fuel on the 464s. Those Optor Versas use a lot of fuel. Transdev, to be fair, is not as bad as Diamond Bus. It's not. But it's not better, or it's not as equal to it. And I can't comment on Diamond Bus because I've not obviously worked for Diamond Bus. But I could probably get Gaz on one day and we could talk about Diamond Bus because he's worked for Preston Bus Company. And his big reason why he left was maintenance. He said he felt stupid. He said he felt like he had issues where maintenance wasn't taking him seriously. Tesco Sprinter vans are bad on fuel economy, yeah, but they're the same chassis, the same engine as a Mellor. So you wonder if they took those 200 seats already. That's what they are mostly, and their mechanics already know how to maintain them. Yeah, but that's the thing you've got to ask yourself, though, isn't it? If that's why Transdev struggled with those routes and couldn't make them cost effective, it's because the vehicles they bought Yeah, in painstaking sight, they were perfect size for the route, but they were more expensive because of the fuel economy, more expensive for the parts. I can imagine that they were under warranty. So if anything went wrong with them, they'd have to go back to Mercedes Benz. I've worked for Mercedes Benz. Mercedes Benz warranty work is the toughest thing ever because you basically have to tell, right, it's called carriage. Carriage, I think it's called carriage. You put a whip claim in for a problem. They then go to the supplier. So like we take the bus back to Mella. Mella goes, yeah, the engine's got an ECU fault on it. Mella goes, right, it's under warranty Mercedes-Benz. It goes back to Mercedes-Benz. Mercedes-Benz go, yeah, but unfortunately you did this to it and you shouldn't have done that and we told you not to. And it goes round and round and round and round. That's the problem. So Diamond in our areas can be shit. Midlands Classic where we're better when it got sold. And I think the reason why Diamond is terrible is because what Diamond do is they run a very lean service. They cut back a lot. And I think the councils that they end up running for are not strict. Something's happened in Lancashire these last 2 weeks. I don't know if we've had a new person start up at Lancashire County Council. I've had 4 messages on my ticket machine from direct Lancashire County Council workers about running early. Every driver's had the same message. And Lancashire are watching Transdev and watching 464, watching the Irwell and stuff like that. So, to me, I think a lot of it comes down to how the councils respond to them. I think Diamond strip back and run a lean service. And they're not asked if they don't turn up. Because I remember that's what they were like when they took over Wigan, over Lee. They just didn't turn up. And you couldn't get in contact with anyone. 16 plate versus, I wouldn't have bought them. To be honest, we now have street decks and a minibus. When Preston Bus did the BBC Radio 2 part shows, they had to keep a van and a mechanic at North End to make sure everything goes wrong in the middle of the night. Well, it doesn't surprise me. Ryan, honestly, like the stories I've heard of Preston Bus Company buses, I mean, I've seen them come into Blackburn, and they're smoking out the back of them, and they're pissing coolant out the back, and they have to open the engine bonnet and wait there 40 minutes before they can set back off. They were good in Bolton, but when they came to Wigan, they were terrible. When they came to Wigan and they did Lee, they screwed Lee over. Zigzag. It's like now, I've looked at this one. Happens all the time. In Barton, dude, my mate loves being early because he gets more time in Barton Town Centre, Metro City. It's like now, Transdev, we put the price up on the Roswell ticket to £7 for a day rider. I've sold one in a month. Now, there's no announcement on what's going on with the price cap. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's not here. Come December. Metro City. Oh, is it a Metro City? Oh, sorry. I mean, it's not easy to tell it's a Metro City, is it? I mean, it looks like a bloody Versa. Once they ran the bus with a little cooler in it, filled it up outside the depot. Mate, I've seen so many like. I'm calling it an Optima. It's a Versa. It's based on the Versa, and it's only a short. I bet it's not even like. They still make the Versa? No, the Versus stopped production in 2000. So we got the last fucking Versus. One of the shitty OM4C engines in them. 57 seats. Switch 1. I've never seen anyone. I've never seen a Switch 1 in the UK. Has anyone actually got a Switch 1 bus? I can see the price cap going, to be honest. Yeah. I think what's going to happen is I think the price cap, one day ticket in a month does not surprise me if it costs £7. No, it used to be £5.60, £6.50. People would do it because you think about it, £6.50, you're doing 3 journeys a day, 2, 4, 6, 50p more. Hand it to you, mate. £7, 2, 4, 6, 8. You got to do 4 journeys. 4 journeys to get a day rover to be valued. I can see what's going to happen. They'll get rid of it. They'll get rid of the thingy, and they will say, what they've already said. We're going to give local councils more funding to buy back buses. Yeah, Diamond did bury so much good in the completion, upgrading the capacity, brand new fleet, so it was looking good when it worked. I could go out for a bus and it would turn up. Yeah, I mean, that's good. Just in other places, they've done them dirty because they've made an impression on where it needs to be made an impression on. Open top coaster. That went past me the other day. We were down in St. Ives and we saw it, but we didn't. It went past us, and I didn't know where to pick it up. I never got to go on it. It was a lovely day as well, and we were looking for them because I took a picture of one. I'll just open my photos up, but I'll put them on another screen in a second. I'll just go to my Instagram, it's easier, but so we saw this one in Truro, which is like the capital city. Then we saw that one in St. Ives coming out, and Sarah said to me, she went, "Oh, would you have gone on that?" And I was like, "Yeah," but we didn't know where it set off from. Now, looking at where that's taken, I know where that is now. That's St. Ives. That's the second beach. That's coming around the corner. If that's St. Ives, I know whereabouts that is now. That looks like it's for Land's End though, so I don't know. But yeah, I'd have took that. I'd have gone on that because it was a lovely day. It was a right nice day. Also, we don't have any Switch ones in the. We don't have any Switch E1s in my area. It's going in December, £2 an hour. Yeah, the worst that I've had with Preston buses, the doors run out of stops after the station. Wow, shouldn't have been on the road. That. Yeah, I think the £2 fare will go, and then I think come March, we will get what you call it. We will get we'll get councils buying back. Was it a cold day by any chance? Shit, E2400 open top decker. I know, but it's still a chance though, isn't it? It's one of those, like, how often do you get to go on an open top bus? It's nice, man. So yeah, I was a bit gutted really. But we got, like I said, there's plans next year. We're gonna go down next year again. for 2 weeks. Maybe spend more time. I know the E400 was parked up. It was just parked up. There were no signs. There were no signs like to say it was open or anything. Was it cold that day when it brought down rain? Was it really cold? Because eclipses and Geminis have really bad issues with cold weather and air pressure. Hello, folks. Hello, Paradox. How you doing, mate? But yeah, I think come January, April next year, we'll start to see companies not run. I think they'll demonetize how they run them. I don't think, because it's not survival. The buses can't survive. Who's going to pay £6-7 for a bus? Mate, this bus is loud as fuck. Who's going to pay £6-7 for a bus? I mean, trains are bad as it is. But, you know, you look at how many people boy. But look at that there. All right, let's just take this for example. We don't know what this bus is. We don't know what it's doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people on it. 5 people. I can tell you now, like the most people. I mean, I took £191 today. Ooh, 1 sec. I'm just gonna get a drink. Come back to this topic. Sorry, I have a broken nose. Right. So, I don't know if you heard my loud commentary, mate. Trains are great when you get on free. Yeah, trains are fantastic. I think, to be brutally honest, the state of the industry, the transport industry is quite simple. Buses are expensive to maintain and operate. The cost of diesel is going through the roof, so people need to decide. Manufacturers need to decide. Operators need to decide: electric, diesel, hybrid. That Berry bus, we'll take that one for example. Why did Ant's balls just fall out? No, I've got this side of my nose when I was 14. Unfortunately, one of my mum's partners didn't like the way I looked and spoke to him, and he hit me right here. And he broke this part of my nose and collapsed my eye socket. So for now, because of a male antagonist violence, I can't breathe properly out this side of this nose, and it's always blocked. So I can only breathe outside one part of my nose. They got my nose straight, and they rebuilt my eye socket. And then a year later, on this eye, I was playing American football, ran into a fence, and nearly lost my eyesight because I slit my face open that way. So yeah, mate, try and get yourself on the railway. I would love to come and work on the railway. We were talking about this the other day with someone. It'd be an amazing opportunity. I'm just saying now. Look at this. Like, let's look at the OL line. A great service to Bury. Fantastic. Absolutely love it. I think it's one of my favourite buses to drive. It is all pensioners. All pensioners. It's the same to Clitheroe. It's all pensioners. The majority of the people that use buses today, are college kids who pay, and this is what really winds me up with the pensions when they kick off with the college kids, school kids, college kids, and the ones that don't drive, and then you got your pensions. But you look at it like, how do you make that company? How do you make a bus company profitable? You know, £2 fare, it can't be that profitable. They must be losing thousands. You know, but going back to Rochdale, now when that goes in December, we're gonna charge from Accrington to Rochdale £7 because it'll just force you to buy a day Rover. It's, you know, have Stagecoach got it right? Because Stagecoach don't ever. Stagecoach, I'm sure they said they'd posted a profit. But is it just the case of the company buys the wrong style of buses, the maintenance is high on them, the cost? I mean, we don't even buy tyres. We rent our tyres. Our tyres are rented from Michelin. And then they come and inspect them. What a prick. I understand how that feels, being abused. It sucks, mate. Yeah, I've never seen the bloke since I was like 19, 16. He's an arsehole. But yeah, no. If you have something with that sort of thing and you ever need to talk about it, you know, just feel free to message me in Discord. There's lots of help out there. I know how it feels. So yeah, it's horrible. Yeah, but have we put ourselves in a position now where we're building buses, Mr. Burton? Sorry to thank you, but do you know the custom bus times web address? Mr. Burton. One of my locals has 6 people on it. Always 6 people on. 6 people. My locals has 6 people through the full one-way trip at peak times, and it is run by a double-decker. Says it all, doesn't it? How can we improve bus services to run more efficiently? You've got, unless you take drivers away. Oh, these were fantastic. I didn't go on the U2. I went on the T1 and the T2 and the T3. It was an Enviro. It was an Enviro 400. Such a lovely downstairs. And then I got on the bus. Don't think you should say that, lol. This livery makes me. Which one? The copper of don't get rid of the bus drivers. Get rid of the bus drivers and make them all AI. It won't work. It won't work because the thing that AI won't see is the psychology behind driving. I'll tell you this now. Anyone can drive a bus from point A to point B. Stagecoach tend to make each depot a single or a coach type business, so maintenance is cheaper and easier. Yeah, it's probably the way it is. It's probably maintenance and the type of buses they're buying. There's a reason why people are buying Alexander Dennis's Enviro 400s. There's a reason why they're buying the 200s. You know, people placing large orders for them versus us that are buying Mercedes-Benz for some reason, you know. Not having to go, why buy Mercedes-Benz? I was going to get sent to prison and there was 8 charges against him. Me and my 6 siblings, and all were 8 not guilty. Oh my god, man, I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. Scania's ADLs plus 6 solos, yeah. The copper, yeah. Yeah, honestly, these were fantastic. I got on the bus and my green road fob, I don't know if you watched the video from Sunday, started beeping, and it did it again. I forgot I had my green road fob in the bottom of my bag. I took my work bag with me because my one that I used for a nappy bag was broken. And it started beeping. We were the only 2 on the bus. He was like, "Are you a bus driver, mate?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm a bus driver." He said, "You set me green road off. You got your green road fob me?" I said, "Yeah, sorry, it's still in my bag." He went, "You should have told me you were a bus driver and I'll let you on for free." I was like, "Nah, I can't do that, mate." He's like, "Who do you drive for?" It's like Transdev, Manchester. And he was like, "All right, fair enough, never heard of him." But they were such lovely. Everyone was so polite. If you ever do get a chance to go to Truro, I'd recommend it. It is from Truro down to Penzance. I mean, we stayed in Hale, St Ives. They were beautiful. I really, really enjoyed it. We were talking about moving down there. Yeah, CPS for you, mate. That's why I didn't put press charges. I knew that it'd get me nowhere other than just making my parents' life, my mum's life even harder. 28 quid unlimited travel anywhere in Cornwall on Cairn buses. It's cheaper than us lot, and they go further. Ralta got some Aussie buses, but the Ralta's head is the one who makes them. Brother is so cheap stuff. Yeah, I just fear that we're going to get to a point where services are going to get cut even more. But yeah, when I say services are going to get cut even more, but why are companies like companies like Vision are coming in? I mean, you look at that, right? That's a Northwest list of people who run buses in the Northwest of England. That's a lot of people. And he's coming in taking these. And the short hops. I don't actually know where these buses go because they don't fucking look right on this map. Oh, I just clicked the same one. Put green road for me for tinfoil. It can't be found by the green road. Yes, I've heard that. I just didn't do it. It's the reason why is it sat at the bottom of my bag. Green road doesn't bother me. I mean, I'll show you my green road score. It's probably horrendous today because I've not drove for like 2 days. Drive. Yeah, it will be horrendous. Oh, can it focus? 8. Yeah. My green road tends to be horrendous when I get back from being on holiday. What did I get done for? Speeding. I got done for doing 37, 33 and a 29. I wasn't. I got done for braking because a car pulled out in front of me and nearly hit me. And I got done for doing 33 and a 29 when I wasn't speeding. Probably going uphill. Trying to get the bus to go uphill. So I got 2 for speeding yesterday. And I got 3 for speeding. Again, 33 and a 29. They must have tweaked that. I got 1 for cornering, apparently going round a roundabout. 1 for braking, and the car pulled out of me in front of the Griffin Inn. And then 1 where I didn't get anything. Here we go, Shaw. What? Right, my favourite place is Penzance. I went for 2 weeks. Yeah, we didn't get to go to Penzance. We've said that we were going to go back. We're going to go down. We're going to go down and we're going to stay. We stayed in Hale. We had a lovely, lovely, like, little lodge. Here it is on the coast. Fantastic. There's another one here. I have to look at that one. Yeah, we have a lovely little lodge up here. I'm really fantastic and enjoyed it. And then obviously we just travelled into St Ives every day. But we did say that I wanted to go down to Pans End, but we looked at the traffic, and what should have took about a 20-minute drive was about 40 minutes. But there is a train that goes from Cabrice Bay, so we're going to do that next time. We're just going to jump on the train. Take a couple of days. Stagecoach has got already popular stuff. Roll to family discounts. By the way, Transdev went for the Merc, who don't make much in the UK. The thing is, I don't think the Merc will be a bad thing. It's just the maintenance side of it. I think the maintenance is what's going to be the problem for the Merc. Here we go. Show off. Hey, I'm proud of my green road. Ooh, a little solo. That's GWR. In GWR livery colours. That's beautiful. Oh, free shuttle bus for all rail passengers. Is the maquette the same as well? Someone tell me if the maquette's the same. I've never been on a GWR train. To Rochdale. Vision routes on bus times are always just lines, stop to stop, whereas trams have time to draw the lines. Yeah, I think the guy that does it has not put his heart into it. This one's not bad. I could do that. That'd be awesome. That'd be bloody brilliant. That. Might have to have a word with him because he's got some good schools. There's a lot for beads, doesn't it? Raleigh, Guide, Darwin Cemetery. It's got a lot of schools. Aldridge. What's Dale? Where's the school at? Mate's Caribbean is fucking beautiful. It was 2021. We went on the beach, had a beautiful time. Sunset was unbelievable. You get a chance, Caribbean Bay at night, surreal experience. Where was Caribbean Bay? Let's go back to the map again. I'll use this map, didn't I? Where was Caribbean Bay? So yeah, we would have been. We were about here. This would have been where we were. That's the restaurant. I'll just pull. Put that back in there. Oh, where have you gone? Come here. No, you go over there. That's a good boy. I'll just pull my photos up. I don't take a lot of photos when I'm on holiday. Um, but that's looking to St Ives. Um, that was behind a window because Seb was being a little shit. Right, I'm off to bed now. Up at 5 to get to Huddersfield. Well, have a good night, mate. I'm off tomorrow. And what do you think of the Wright streetcar? The Wright streetcar? I've never heard of that. Let's go and have a look at it. Oh, that one, yeah. Yeah. It was a bendy bus, wasn't it? Bit of a weird one, isn't it? I mean, it all depends on what they were trying to achieve and if it was trying to achieve like more of a stable drive or something, or in between a train and that. I mean, it's different. I'll give you that. It's different. Definitely different. Um, but yeah, I feel like you're way higher up than you need to be though as a driver. Wow, search Krabbis Bay at night. Looking the games you play if you want. Looking games you play if you want Ant in your Discord. Yeah, mate. I'll have a look. 1 second. I'll look at this at night. Images. Oh, when we were looking at where we were going to stay, we were like, oh, we didn't want to we didn't want to stay in St. Ives. We were always like quite against the idea of staying in St. Ives because of let's have a look. So that must be. So we went. This must be St. Ives, yeah. So we spent a lot of time on Portmister Beach. So that's the next beach round, then, isn't it? Right. Right. Okay. Yeah. That's really nice. That we didn't want to stay a lot in St. Ives because when we were looking at the prices, it were fantastic. The prices were all right, but it was like getting into St. Ives was the problem. You know, like the what's pictures games we play? Where is the games we play? He moves all this around, doesn't he? Ah, so someone's put him in game then. Ah, yeah, that's cool. That we didn't. We were like, oh, you know, we want to stay in St. Ives, but it was a bit too much like getting in and out, getting out thingy. Right, jumping off night for the night, mate. Hope it all goes well for you next time. Till next week, mate. Yeah, cheers, Zanik. Appreciate you being here from the beginning, mate. We're probably going to get ourselves off now. Not much time longer. We stayed a lot on this one here, Portmister Beach, because it was not as windy. And right by a train station, so I could hit trains as well. But yeah, no, I'm have to look at Caribis Bay. Have a look what they've got price wise, because we only paid like 350 quid. It was a fantastic little deal. I felt abroad. That's what you want though. We did as well. We really enjoyed it. You know, we knew we were still in Britain, but like the weather wise, mate, we had fantastic days. I mean, like, I don't know, my shot. Pull my thoughts back up. Like, the weather was just fantastic all the time. Every day was just clear. We had a right good day. Little boy had fun on the beach. It was just a really nice time and quite relaxing. And then you know, there was a couple of days where it was duller. You know, did this and someone kept standing in front of it. Right annoyed me. Trying to take time lapses. But yeah, honestly, I do love City Bus Manager and got loads of mint buses there. Yeah, I like City Bus Manager. I need to play more of it. I'm one of those. When I get around to it, I just feel like people got fed up with me chatting on about it. But from talking to you guys, it seems to be something that you guys want me to see completely playing. Right, but I am. Have you heard about Metro Line in Manchester getting the BLZ now instead of the Enviro 400s on? No, I've not. Because there's probably no Enviro 400 EVSs, or the fact that they're having loads of issues with the EVSs. I've not, unfortunately. But that's it for Tuesday night stream this week. I'm gonna leave you videos this week. I'm not sure what are going to be out this week. It might not be anything. I need to sit down and look at everything. But yeah, I appreciate all of you this week. Thank you for coming back to Tuesday's stream. The stream will be back next Tuesday at 7 o'clock. It's new start time, BST, British Summertime. British Summertime's coming to the end. But yeah, it's been fantastic chatting with you all. I appreciate you all. Hopefully we'll have like more games next week. Panzem was outstanding. The Promenade was unreal. Can't as much I love those places. Some fantastic places down in Cornwall. So yeah, I'm looking forward to going back again next year. But yeah, so thank you very much for your support this evening. I love every single one of you. Stay brilliant. Keep talking. Join the Discord. Keep up with us all. You know, I do chat and do jump in and out of chats, and I am always around. But yeah, thank you very much, and I'll see you all next week in another